be overstated. At times, even he is agog at his uncanny talent for fixing things, especially when it comes to electrical stuff. He says that as many times as he has performed the, for him, simple act of, say, installing a new light fixture and switch, he never ceases to be amazed when he flips the switch and the sumbitch actually works. This would be on account of electricity is just a huge mystery of our universe. Yeah, there are countless electrical engineers and other geeks who can explain till those proverbial bovines have their much-touted homecoming how it works, but nobody knows why. I mean, what a weird force of nature, and how bizarre that we just take it for granted every minute of our lives. We just accept that if we plug it in, it works. I swear you could make yourself crazy if you spent much time contemplating it, so don't. Just every once in a while, allow yourself a much-deserved moment of, holy shit, when the lights do, in fact, come on. Well, in my opinion, getting pregnant is just like that. From the time you are a fairly small human, you have heard tell of how this is accomplished, and talk about bizarre. It is pretty earth-shattering news the first time you hear about it, no? But everybody pretty much knows what goes where and the potential outcome of it all, and on the surface it would seem to be pretty simple. I mean, even the dumbest dog on the planet has figured it out on his own, so how hard could it be? Why it works is the big fucking, excuse the pun, mystery. Conception is easy to explain, but copulation is mind-boggling, even to people who've been doing it for more than 50 years. It is just such a weird thing to do with another person if you really stop to think about it. Probably best if you don't, though, could be off-putting, and it seems to me that the creator of the universe could have made the whole thing a bit more dignified, but then again, he could probably tell right off the bat that we were destined to take ourselves way too seriously, and boy, Heidi, is this ever a surefire remedy. When you first hear the news, either in the corner of a schoolyard from a smug classmate who really does have the scoop of the century, or from a squirming parent who would rather be set on fire than have this discussion, no matter where the info comes from, on one level you are completely floored, terrified, embarrassed, and confused, and on another level some part of your humanness just accepts it as fact. More likely than not, no matter where your info comes from, the focus of it will be on conception, and more important, the fact that most of the rest of your life will be devoted to the contra of it all, what all can and should be done to avoid conceiving, and we'll discuss the volumes of misinformation about that later. But when somebody tells you about sex for the first time, they're not ever telling you with the thought in mind of helping you figure out how to get pregnant, correctly surmising that even though you're only 10, even you've got sense enough to know that you probably ought to hold off on starting a family. Nothing exists in the universe that can actually prepare you for that incredible moment in time when your very own eyes see that your very own personal urine has changed the color on that dipstick. You have been peeing since time began for you, never giving it much thought at all, except in unusual circumstances that could involve anything from dialysis to porta potties, or the lack thereof, and now, all of a sudden, that regular, pale, warm stream that flows from your nether regions has delivered what is no less than the absolute death knell to what used to be your life. It matters not whether you are 45 and have been hoping with nothing short of desperation to conceive, or 16 and utilizing nothing but desperate hope as your means of contraception. That moment when you know with absolute certainty that you are, in fact, a pregnant woman, I'd have to say it's the single most stunning moment of your life. You've heard about it for years, and you've been following the steps like every other creature on the planet, and nothing has ever happened. You've flipped that light switch to no avail for so long you've become accustomed to the dark, and now, all of a sudden, the same little flip of the same little switch has made some kind of cosmic connection, and whoo, doggies, every light in the house came on. Holy shit! And then some. From this moment on, nothing in your life will ever, ever, ever be the same. Who knew it would ever really work? I mean,